Start their next drive. Drive with Coleman.
I call that play a very solid gain on that play.
Looks to throw. Open man is 11. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him.
Weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really... It's his and only his.
And now a throw here secured by his running back. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Garoppolo on first down. He's going to loft one. Deebo Samuel, 46 yards. As they are now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go. First down 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Throwing on second down, Cousins, and Diggs has it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Cousins now from the 50. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford, his second sack of the night. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins, he gets this one to Johnson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Check four. 80 weapon.
Off the play fake, Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up.
And carry it into the second half.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. This is Coleman with a grab. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Shamar Stephen breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, partner, it's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play-action fake.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Flush to his right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack, but he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's got a man, complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 94 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Cousins now to throw on first down. And this is Cook with a grab. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now Cousins. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. A quick sidestep here, CD. The NFL doing something kind of neat for its 100th season, which wraps up with Super Bowl 54. They're inducting a 20-man class, a centennial class, into the Pro Football Hall of Fame this year. Now, a number of modern-day candidates won't be announced until the night before the Super Bowl, but 15 have already been announced, and it's a pretty good list so far. Guys like Harold Carmichael, Bobby Dillon, Alex Karras, Donnie Shell, Duke Slater, a number of others in there as well, CD.
Yeah, you're right about that, and what this does is they hope it helps ease the backlog of some of the great candidates that are out there. You know, a Max Speedy and Ed Sprinkle people may have forgotten about, but they were tremendous during their time frame. And we did get to see, if you were watching television, coaches Bill Cowher and Jimmy Johnson receive their invitation to Canton from the president of the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And we saw those announcements live. It was so much fun, wasn't it? And the emotion that came through. And let's not forget Executive George Young, who built the New York Giants back in the day with Bill Parcells and crew to win Super Bowls. And former Commissioner Paul Tagliabue, he presided over the big growth of the league. And contributor Steve Sabol of NFL Films, who should have been in a long time ago. Without NFL Films, I don't think we have the number of fans watching the game today.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down.
13.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. On third down, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Here's a quick throw to Thielen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Now a give running right, it's Cook. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A game there of 30 big ones.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. The 20. And into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for two, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Back to it after the pick six. Cousin. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Cousins flushed out right. He'll run it. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On the ground, it's Cook. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Open man is born. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
21.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. Garoppolo to throw for it on fourth. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Here we go. Like 20. Check. Alert.
Play action. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
11.
On second down, it's Coleman. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Garoppolo now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. Clock running under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Here we go.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Second and 5 now. Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. They'll run on first down. Coleman. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7.
Here we go.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
Check 15. 65.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shamar Stephen able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a third and long. And he's going to go down again. Everson Griffin in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on fourth down. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders there to make the grab. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. A nice little juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So
confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cousins. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
The Niners take over first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a two-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Diggs has it. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. They'll dump this off to Cook. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 25-yard line.
You don't have to win the 40-yard dash to still have good mobility. How about him getting outside of the pocket, throwing on the run, and picking up a first down?
So now the field goal unit trots out there for the third time tonight. This to potentially send us to overtime. And that's off the right upright. Thought it might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So this game's had a little bit of everything. Here's another little something. A potential game-tying fourth-quarter field goal that winds up hitting iron.
And there's always the chance that it's going to hit and bank itself in, but no such luck that time. And that's a body blow right there.
Second and 11 at the 31-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.